not false, what does not fit. So yeah. Basically, what these people are doing behind the scenes is they're setting divine counterparts with karmics, okay, so that you don't come together. So, yeah, your past person that they're now with, that maybe you knew from the past, maybe they've got a child with, married to. That's a karmic, whether masculine or feminine. They miss the opportunity with you, okay? Now, she could be pregnant, okay? And only with him for money. Or holding on to him just for money. But there could be, so that could be for, let's just say a man, right? Now, that's a missed opportunity there, okay? That person's with someone now. Now, in regards to you, the universe will offer you a new divine counterpart. But they'll try to do the same thing, okay? Or they will try to send someone towards you. If you're a woman, they'll try to send a karmic towards you so that you don't get with the divine partners. Do you understand what I mean? Okay? So, yeah. Someone here is doing magic on the partner, binding them, okay? Again, your karmic could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, okay? This was someone, either in the past, present or future, that was being methodical, and I'm picking up a lot of you have worked this out now, okay? And you're no longer returning to these people, okay? Even if they do reach out, because you see clearly, again, okay? Wanting to bind you, wanting you just for money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, but you see clearly, you're not going to fall into the trap of getting married to a karmic. You know who the karmics are, okay? This energy, past energy, thank you for joining me. The past energy, they fell into some trap, okay? Queen of Swords, yeah, they fell into a trap when they're having a tower in their life, okay? So what they thought isn't, okay? They may have hidden this from you, okay? But, you know, you exposed it. And again, same concerning you. You were dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You cut that energy off, okay? Again, they only wanted you for money, and they would have cheated on you. Like this person's although most probably cheating on each other, the past person I'm talking about, but the same thing would have gone for you. But the difference with you, Libra, is you're on your own, okay? You're not with these karmics, all right? You see clearly, you used your intuition, because you knew that, look, there may have been, like, look, let's just say, there may have been an earth sign that, again with you, Libra, you pay attention to things, even though you may, you know, be around a particular person. You knew it was a test for you, but this earth sign, when you was around them, you know, that you may have been in their company, they may have been on the phone, you may have said, oh, what's that on your phone? And they may have shown you a third party that they basically, in this, you know, them doing something to that person, and you was like, later, okay? You exposed that energy. You was like, I'm out of here, see you later, okay? But saying that, you threw enough rope out. You're not stupid, Libra. You may have you know, allow this person back round just for the last time, okay? And the reason being, it could have been 2 or 3 people, could have been a Virgo you had children with, or, you know, whoever your past person is. It could have been a Capricorn, you know, way back, or it could have been a Taurus that, you know, you didn't know that well, whatever, okay? You may have said, okay, let me think about something. Let this person around one more time. Let me see if they're going to hang themselves, like, you know, because they just can't help themselves. And he's like, because you needed more evidence for yourself. Not that you needed it, but, or that you was doubting yourself, okay? So you may have allowed them around one more time, where you previously lived. And let's just say, if you had cameras in your home, this person may have said something on the, something like, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with having a CCTV in your home or your hallway or out, you know, to protect yourself or to stop people from thieving, okay? Because, you know, we've been through things and you've got to protect yourself and your belongings. So this person may have said, oh, have you got that camera? What are you doing online sex, something like that? And that was it. You was like, all right, okay. So maybe, not just did they say that, that was it for you. It may have made you thought, I wonder if this is what they do for their business. Because people will trip themselves up. Do you understand? And they're so egotistical that they'll think that you ain't got a clue, or you're not connected, or you're not tapped in. Oh, you were tapped in, all right. Okay, you were definitely tapped in. And then that was it. Boom, finished. Capricorn energy, maybe again. They could have been someone that's under the influence. Throw no shade, everyone, you know, stops doing whatever when they're ready, okay? That's their life. This person as well, again. All right, again, you're sharp, you're intellectual, you're clever, you're not stupid. You had your sword ready there to cut the energies off. You knew exactly what you was doing, okay? You thought long and hard about it. You was like, okay. Let me see this one now. So this could have been someone that you knew from over 20-something years back, okay? Now, you may say to this person, oh, do you want a drink? Or, you know, you may have gone out of the room and you may have been standing near the door, like listening. As soon as your back was turned, they was on the phone and you heard them whispering, no, I couldn't do it. Or maybe when they come in the home, they expected you to allow them to take drugs in your home or something like that, or get you back on drugs. And again, with that person, he was like, okay, I've definitely got it now. Oh, you're the ice cream now, you cut this energy off. Your past person, that's a fire sign. That could be with a Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, okay? There could be another masculine who's also an air sign. Maybe they too are single because they now know there's a party, that's a karmic, that's trying to get with them because of their money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? What's hidden in the dark comes to light. So you may have helped a masculine here see clearly because these people, whatever or whoever situation, they wanted to bind them, okay? And the reason why they wanted to bind this person to the person was because of the money situation. It's just sex and money. That's all. Okay. Now your divine counterpart. See the white horse? I'm going to put him over here, away from this. So, yeah, these karmics, you know, and not only that, you may have gone to see, you know, someone in an area that you used to go to or come from or something like that, and boom, there was one of them, right there. And he was like, no coincidence. And you may have done that on purpose as well, okay? Because you thought long and hard because you're like, okay, you've seen things. So, all right, let me let the person I'm going to see, they're the only ones that knew that you were going. It's a Capricorn. They turned up at your destination. Again, someone that was under the influence, or something with these people that they're on drugs. Maybe in the past, your past you was, but you've released it, you changed. You know, again, as I keep saying, we're forever evolving. Do you understand? All right. Sometimes people want to heal, others don't. Okay. People like, you know, this Capricorn, yeah. Someone thought like, you know, mate, they had to step foot straight in your home and like, oh, I beg you, let me do this, testing you. All right, and then again, you went out the room, you stood by the door, you was listening, and as soon as your back was turned, they was on the phone. You was like, okay. You didn't go back and scream and shout and blah, blah, blah. You just got the information you needed and you bounced, basically. You went about your business. Yeah, control, whether it's a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn. These could have been, Virgo could have been someone you had children with. You may have a daughter with one. Okay, your daughter could be, you know, older now. That could have been someone that you also remember that was controlling. Let's just say, I don't know, you want to go shopping and buy something. They'll be like, oh, no, 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 don't buy it this week, buy it next week. Why? Because of this. All right? Maybe when you're with them, this is just what, for some of you, all right? I need to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's not going to resonate with everyone. So that could have been someone else that maybe in the past you was in a bad time in your life and you was under the influence, or, you know, you realised that you shouldn't have been with that person, or they were controlling, or there was a lot of, you know, arguments and fights or whatever, okay? So yeah, these could have been like 3 people that just come in your life and he's like, boy, Knight of Wands. Some of them may have thought that he was going to return. Again, you know, we've got this Knight of Pentacles. This, one of them may have thought, this is an in and out energy. Again, it's like, they're in, then they're out, then they're in, then they're out. So this could be someone that's been methodical, or maybe they contacted you and said they were going to meet up for dinner or something, take you for something to eat or something like that. And then they rang back and said, oh, I've got to work that day. And then the next time, but they could have been collaborating with the third party. Maybe she said, no, 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 say something like it's your birthday. Yeah, and then at least then you know, you can get her drinking or get him drinking. So you saw through that as well. And you may have sent this person a message and said, I'm just getting on with my life. They may have sent a message back. This is going out to the one that you've got the daughter with. They may have sent you a message back saying, oh, good luck with that. And they may even have used emotional manipulation in regards to your daughter. Like, well, let's, you know, oh, you're not going to see, you know, our daughter again or something like that. Whatever, okay? It's like, yeah, whatever, okay? So you've just seen through people. You've just seen through these energies. And you just, yeah, you are done, basically. You're just done with all of them, okay? I mean, you know, some people you have children with, and, you know, in life, the baby mother always runs back, or, you know, back and forth, or the baby father goes back and forth. Sometimes you're not really meant to be with people. And in your situation, an ex is an ex for a reason. So, yeah, you're not, you know, you don't care what they think or what they say behind your back. You're not phased. You're, you know, you're as cold as ice. Or they were cold towards you and you knew it. Okay, it's like, you know what, look, someone was with a water sign. So I told you the person they were with hides in their self. Okay? Whether it's a Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. But hidden enemies are karmic, hides in their self. Okay? But behind the scenes saying to the man, well, do it like this and say it like that, because a woman knows how another woman thinks, or they thought they did when it concerned you. But the truths come to the surface. The moon, again, you knew what they were into. Had a friend that was doing magic to bind you, okay? And you're no longer ever going to surround yourself with these people, talk to these people. You just ain't got nothing to say to them. You just, you know, bye. You get on with your life. Libra gets on with theirs. Simple as that. But yeah, you saw clearly. I mean, you know, there was different flags. Like you saw a red flag. You know, like traffic lights. It says, like when a car goes to traffic lights, it's like, stop, get ready. I don't drive around. Stop, get ready, and then go. Okay, so it's like that. Yeah, you was in that energy. Okay. Yeah, you travelled away. You moved away from these people. They could be binded now, okay, to their own SHIT, or if they're under influence, well, they're under the influence of the devil, aren't they? So you've got some entity attachments, or they've got sexually transmitted demons, or whatever it is, okay? Yeah, I mean, you could have, there's a fire sign here that's way down and burdened. Okay, I mean, this should have been your divine counterpart in the past, but now they decided to get with a third person. They effed up, but that's in the past. Okay, these other energies, yeah, they wanted to put all their burdens on you, basically. Yeah. Or by them trying to come towards you to prevent you, because that maybe at the time you was, you know, you were still connecting dots, and you was like, okay, let me just get what I need to get. And yeah, you hit the nail right on the head, bullseye. I'm hearing. Yeah, they all could be dealing with burdens right now, stresses in their life. Some of them could be losing homes. Okay. They didn't care about you. They're your hidden enemies, or the water sign's your hidden enemy, and you're, I'm sure like you couldn't give a SHIT about her either. You're like, whatever, okay? Some of you don't know these people. Some of you, you know, you may have crossed their path, and you may have thought, boy, she looks a state, or he looks a state, or boy, they're not really, maybe they just, you know, dirty hands, black hands, or, you know, like when people are really bad on heavy drugs and they don't clean their nails, or, you know, where they've been going through the ashtray or something like that, yeah? Maybe they just look a bit grimy, okay? Because, you know, they're drunk and high as whatever, high as a kite. Yeah, and, yeah, so they're going through burdens. They're going through burdens, okay? In whatever way, form it means. And with the Capricorn, maybe against someone from your past, and you know, you're like, well, how comes you keep crossing paths with these karmics, or how comes you're there at this time, but you start connecting the dots. And again, with this Capricorn, you know, you may have seen like a few friends around their home, or you might have heard an African man saying, where's the bedroom? Like something like that, or they were pointing, or they were making out they was in the hallway shaving someone's hair, something like that, okay? Or there was another corrupt official that they were working with, some black guy, okay? And they may have said, oh, people think I'm a police officer. And you may be thinking to yourself, looking at him like, that's because you are. Yeah? That person may have said, oh, you make a great couple, talking about you and the Capricorn. You could have been like, I really don't think so. Again, you were connecting the dots. Okay? So yeah, these are just people that are in your life that you just, yeah. I mean, this Capricorn may have a friend called Joe. Okay? Yeah, they've got a friend called Joe, where you used to live, in a block or something like that. And this particular Joe's moved, or they tried to tell you about this Joe and he's like really not interested. That's when they crossed your path, okay? He's like really not interested. Like to know about these people. They may have been trying to flatten you, like, oh, you know, you look great, you know, or, oh, you're putting a bit of weight, but you look really good, or something like that. Like, you're like, oh, please. Yeah, people from your past, they try to return. Like, it's over, it's done. There ain't no ever returning back. You see clearly, simple as that. Some of you, you know, you may have had a little boy with someone here, or you could be a divine masculine. Maybe you've got a boy with someone from your past, or maybe you found or a daughter, and maybe you did find out, you know, they were binding you, they were being methodical, and they could have been using a child to blackmail you, just like they've done with divine feminine, because they like to play them tactics, okay? That's for some of you, okay? Or maybe some of you haven't got children. Again, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, someone's stuck at a crossroads. They don't know, yeah, they're stuck at a crossroads. I mean, they want you stuck at a crossroads. I mean, again, someone met you at the crossroads. Yeah, the Capricorn. And when he saw them, when he clocked them, you may, inside you may have been actually laughing. Like, yeah, I knew you'd be there. Yeah? Like, type of 10 steps ahead. And then they thought, she don't know. You're like, okay, well, you carry on thinking it. Anyway, so yeah, they're now stuck at a crossroads. Whilst you're over there being happy, single as a Pringle, yeah? And self-reliant. Look, you've got your ancestors there, cheering you on. You weren't about to be with someone that may have worked for the police or was an investigator or police officer, whatever, okay? Because, you know, no shade on them, I don't know, you know, especially if they're into that type of stuff. Page of Wands. Yeah, you found the information. Or someone here was happy when they took your person off you, and you were like, well, thank you very much, because it weren't meant to be in the first place, and life goes on. They may have thought that. Yeah? But again, talking about this whole situation, it was like finding a needle in the haystack, okay? See that? It's like a needle, isn't it? Yeah? So you found all the information out. They never expected you to see through the shenanigans, should I say. So, yeah, now you've got the information, you're happy. So, yeah, there could be divine masculine single and you that's single. No doubt they're going to try to send a karmic towards divine masculine's way, and they're going to send, you know, a new one. Do you understand what I mean? But we already know the tricks of the trade, yeah? Yeah, someone's way down burdened. I don't know if your past person threw the karmic out. I don't know, because someone that's homeless here. I'm not sure about that. Or you know, maybe they want you back and you're like, well, it's a little too late. You know, you make your bed, you lie in it. A lot of you don't have them feelings no more. Too much time is gone, okay? And a karmic here may have transferred something to, you know, masculine or other masculines. Someone here may have said to their friends, or someone here said that you had something or you gave them, and you're like, no, I don't think so. Okay? Again, because they wanted to, you know, when they spread all these lies and rumours and whatever, it's so that other people don't get with you. That's all. Oh no, don't go towards them. They sleep around. They've got this, they've got that. Number one, because they're angry, jealous. Okay? Or someone wants to come back around and give you something, you're like, I'm all right, thanks. You keep it for yourself. You keep your disease over there. Your disease self right over there, okay? Someone's stressed, worried, anxious, sad, okay? I mean, this is the energy they wanted you in, these demonic energies. Nine of Swords, yeah, I mean, yeah, they could be in the Nine of Swords. Don't worry about the picture there. It could be their energy when they're by themselves. This is their energy. Worried, stressed, anxious, all that magic they've done. Yeah, I mean, boy, especially if they're watching you doing all right and being happy, they've got something to worry about because they keep throwing all this stuff at you and it keeps backfiring. All right? So they've got something to worry about. Because that's your energy. That's theirs. It's not affecting you. And they're angry and crying and worried and stressed, and they just keep seeing you just elevating. Yeah, you're not the same person. You know, you've elevated. These people haven't. They're comfortable where they are. They don't want to change, and you're like, well, that's your life, isn't it? Like, you know. You're not saying you're any better than them or nothing like. Well, in a sense, well, you know, I don't mean it in an egotistical way. Like, you're not like, well, I'm better than you. I think, like, not like that. But you're better than them in a sense of you've done the healing. You put the work in. Do you understand what I mean? Okay? You connected with spirit. You listened. You saw the tests. And you're like, all right, okay, spirit, I just need to see something else. And yeah, Eight of Cups could be a water sign here that doesn't want you walking away, or a fire sign, or. But again, you know, some of these people, they haven't healed, and you know, like they just want to jump from one situation into the next without healing. Queen of Wands in reverse as well. So maybe the Queen of Wands. I mean, they tried to do this magic to prevent you from walking away, but the Queen of Wands magic ain't working. Okay. Or someone's sister was like, no, don't get with her, get with this one, get with that one. And they were listening to their friend or their family, whatever, okay, they couldn't make their own minds up. You don't really want to be with someone like that, okay, that hasn't got control of their own mind or their own life. Yeah, you close the cycle out and you protected yourself. Some have thought, some have thought they would be ever going back and forth with you, and you're like, no, you move to calmer waters, you'd like to see you later. Some of them, I mean, they are sick. Some of them may have not been diagnosed with something, I don't know. Or, you know, if it's hard drugs that are on, then it's not good for the brain, is it? You know, It can make you do things that you usually wouldn't do, okay? You know. So someone could be with someone that, you know, they're having headaches. Someone could be suffering really bad headaches, migraines from the person they're with, or it's all that magic the person they're with is doing on them, or it's everything that's going back to them. Seven of Wands. I mean, again, you're protected, okay? So, you know, they're just constantly sending the negative energy, and it ain't working. They just need to take a seat, basically, or take many. Seven of Wands, yeah. They just need to, I think each time they keep sending it, each time you're getting blessings. That's what seems to be working now. Okay? So it's like each time they send that energy, each time you're elevating up. You're protected, okay? They try to affect your confidence. You're very confident that ain't going to happen. Queen of Cups. Oh, this Queen of Cups isn't empathetic at all. And the intuition is off. The one that thought that, the hidden enemy that thought your intuition is off, well, you know, it wasn't. You just acted like it was to get the information you needed. So they played themselves. Someone could be, maybe someone in your family was involved. Could have been on your mum's or your dad's side, or both, okay? Siblings involved, cousins involved, auntie involved, whoever, okay? People you had children with, whoever, okay? Again. Yeah, you may have had a cousin that had a Labrador, okay? On your mum's side. Yeah, you're very much well aware now. Okay, well, someone here had a Labrador. Yeah, you're aware that they wanted to keep you stuck and sacrifice what it was you was trying to build in your life, or whatever path you wanted to take. And misery loves company. You was like, nah, sorry, I'm not about to hang on to your sinking boat anymore. Okay? Ace of Pentacles, and you're getting blessed by the universe. Okay? I mean, there could have been a family that stole money off you, okay? Or whatever. Or something will be returned to you. That is rightfully yours, because you had this karmic trying to prevent you. They wanted you stuck at the crossroads. Stuck with them in misery land. Two of Pentacles, they could be finding balance now. There's someone that's thought that you go around, and I mean, maybe years ago you was going around, or someone, these energies that are just stuck in a cycle, okay, going around and around, and you're like, no, you jumped off that wheel. Yeah, you jumped off the wheel, you said, no, last stop, see you later, bye. I mean, you know, again, as I said, you two were being methodical in your approach. You're not stupid. Yeah, you knew these energies, you know, were hidden enemies. You know, the backstabbers smiled in your face. Yeah. And you knew about the backstabbers, especially with the Capricorn. That's why you walked out of the room and stood by the door listening. As soon as your back was turned, there they are. Yeah, no, on the phone. He's like, Yeah, backstabbers. Maybe they too are getting backstabbed. I don't know, it could be people around them talking about them, gossiping about them now, okay? I mean, you don't care what's said behind your back. You don't care. You're just moving on. ain't phasing you. You're not, yeah, you don't care. Some of the people are just jealous, so of course they're not going to say good things, are they? Jealous, some of them are jealous, they've got mental health, and I'm not, knocking anyone that has mental health, okay? It's quite sad. But these people try to put you through it, they try to break you down mentally. Five of Pentacles, yeah, you shut the door on energy. Someone, as I said, somebody could be losing a home, because they can't pay the bills, or they've got legal issues. Or someone from your past, try to reach back out because they need like a sofa to sleep on. You're like, no, sorry. Especially if they're under the influence. You're like, no, I'm not taking that risk. You'd be going through like, my stuff. Like, no, them days are over. Five of Pentacles, someone could be broke, busted, out in the cold. I mean, it is sad, it is. I'm not going to lie. Because some addictions are really hard to get on. It is sad. But it's not your responsibility, like, to be babysitting big grown adults. Do you understand? Again, you could have been in a situation where you've been down that road, so you understand it. That's just for some of you. So, yeah, it's not throw no shade, but, and it is sad. But again, you were the one, you walked away from it. You're like, no, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this thing having control of these people, or me being blindsided and thinking these people are my friends. Yeah, they're broken-hearted. Like, Three of Swords, a loss. Like, you're still here, but they're grieving over the loss of you. Same way they wanted you grieving. Now they're getting betrayed. And they're going through grief. But that's what they want for you. It's karma, isn't it? What goes around comes around, type of energy. These could have been, if it was someone in your family, you could have been giving them the heads up, writing them letters or corresponding with them. Look, please stay away from these people. Please get help. Please this, please that. They're not your friends. And, sometimes they just don't get what you're doing, or they didn't understand that you're just reaching out to help them. Do you understand? Like, especially if someone in your family, like, you love your family, don't you? You want the best for them. Do you understand? Even though they didn't want the best for you, you still may have reached out and, and this is the thanks you got. But the Taurus ain't laughing now. I mean, there could be someone here that's got a divorce. Taurus, upright is someone that's married. So maybe they're divorced, maybe their partner walked out on them, or caught them cheating, or maybe they've been thrown out of this coven, cult, group, whatever, okay? Or they don't like your spirituality, and you're like, well, I don't really like you, to be honest. In the sense of, in the sense of the ones that, had plans up their sleeve, them type of energies, people you didn't really know, want you to be the third party, thought they could talk to you how they wanted, like you seeing things like on their phone and like, you know what, you're disgusting, see you later, like just disrespectful, and you just walked away. Someone ain't laughing now. They was laughing, but they ain't laughing now. Okay? So your light irritates their demons irritate your light. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that was cold-hearted. That was also working with other people to, attack you with a knife and things like that, or someone was cold-hearted. This person may have thought that they had a lot of knowledge and wisdom about you, or they knew how to, set the scene up or do this and do that, and basically they walked straight into your trap, I'm hearing. Or God's trap, I should say. This person could have been working with Aries. Four of Swords, I mean, yeah, someone here is sick. So they could be going through domestic violence. Someone's got bruises all up their arms. And it's sad. Someone could, could be laying hands on their partner, or someone arrested that had attacked them, but someone who's got bruises on their arms. Okay, or there's something about a body buried somewhere. Okay, I've mentioned this before. Could be something to do with a young girl. Oh, that's sad. So someone could be sick. Maybe, they could be sick. Let's just say someone takes heroin, then they get sick of that. So they could be sick because they can't afford that drug, or someone could be sick from some type of disease they've got, or someone could be sick because, they've got severe mental health. Do you understand what I mean? Or someone here had mental health and they beat someone up and put their body somewhere. Oh gosh. This looks like a young girl. I'm hearing shallow grave. This could be an Aquarius. Someone that you knew from your past, they could have been involved in this. It could be someone that passed away. Maybe they were someone that stayed at this person's home at one stage. They could have been under some heavy drug, and maybe they passed away, okay? Could have been a masculine, doesn't have to be a feminine. Could have been, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, someone you knew from your past, or someone may, something about sideburns, or someone's shaved their sideburns off, or someone's got a beard or stubble. I don't know. Someone may wear a brown leather jacket with like pockets at the top. Seven of Pentacles. You could be healing from the situation now. Again, someone from the family may have offered you a dirty offering. Again, trying to manipulate you to come back around. Or, again, I'm picking up someone may have got paid for this. They may have put like a little plant or tree there so that they know like where to go back to find the body, okay? Yes, someone could be sick. Someone may end up passing away, okay? From some type of disease or something like that. Or they wanted to do this to you, okay? They want to get you sick. They want to sacrifice you. They dug a hole for you, or burial site, okay? Queen of Pentacles. Could have been somebody in your family or people, someone who, was expecting some big payment for this, or was paying people. Could have been people in your family, or that could be a Capricorn energy. Judgment. Someone's going through judgment for this. You connected with your higher self, or someone's partner was a Capricorn. This could be like a sister, aunt, or something like that, whether on your dad's side, mum's side, whoever, okay? Someone is very jealous of you, okay? Yeah, it could have been, something about stolen inheritance, or someone that was left for you, or they set up some life insurance policy on if you got taken out, they would have received some big payment. nine of cups. So your wishes are granted. Your wish, you know, you're having your wish fulfillment. You're happy. So what is yours will be given back, okay? What they stole, they have to deal with the karma for that. Someone here didn't want other people pouring into you, like, you know, someone sees that there's others that may like you. There may be a few people that like you, okay? But it doesn't mean it's going to be these people. But someone just wanted you on your own. It would have been easier for them to sacrifice you, wouldn't it? The Hermit, Virgo energy. Maybe it's Virgo knows that the light's been shone on them. Or maybe they're getting guided to leave the karmic that they were with alone. Or they now realise that person was some type of hidden enemy, or whatever, okay? Or the hidden enemy was working with someone else in a Virgo's community. Yeah, they could have been collaborating with a Virgo's friends, okay? Maybe they're planning on putting something in your drink or get you high, or, you know, so they can have sex with you. Ace of Cups, you're loving yourself, okay? You're not about to allow anyone to force no cup in your face, right? Yeah, Empress in reverse, Taurus or another Libra, okay? So there could be someone pregnant here. Maybe a masculine did find out this person cheated on them with a third party and they weren't pregnant, or the child was someone else's, okay? Or someone was lying that they were pregnant. Could have been a Taurus or another Libra. Or someone tried to make out like they were the Empress and they're not. Four of Cups in reverse. Someone's hoping that you'll accept their cup. Equal give and take. I mean, you're not about to allow anyone from your past return just because, you know, they want to use you for money, or they want to be methodical, or they want to try to protect themselves, and the reason why they want to come back around is to lie and steal. Like, no, you over that. Comes something about King of Cups, could be a Pisces. Someone here has a lot of emotions, or they're going through something with someone. Someone could be overseas, or someone's overseas and they're thinking about you. Two Wands, you turn your back on one path to go travel, okay? Or someone's turning their back on someone. It could be a fire sign, they want to travel towards you, or whatever, okay? Or maybe someone was travelling around you, or someone here has a lot of passion for you. I mean, you've got good fire signs and negative ones, all right? One of them should have been your divine counterpart. Maybe they realise, like, who you are now, okay? But again, a lot of you turn your back. You're like, no, because, you know, they're in situations that they're burdened, so, you know, that they need money from you, do you understand? And you're not about to, you know, you see them as karmics, you're not getting in with them. You're like, no, you're not. Just because, like, you're facing all these burdens, you're not about to come towards me and put all these burdens on me. Sorry. Someone may be in another country. Temperance, Earth Angel, whether it's a masculine or feminine, okay? Page of Swords, someone got some information. This could be maybe someone else that likes you, that you helped get information in regards to their life, okay? It could be someone may have a sleeve tattoo. You're balanced. Someone here in this situation, they're a gambler. Maybe they gambled all their money, maybe like going to the casino. And maybe that's why they want to come back around, because they like gambling. Yeah, see the, what do you call them things again? Chips. Yeah, someone's a gambler. Someone gambled you, or someone like to go to the casino or squander out all their money. I don't know. Someone may have an addiction. Addictive personality, I'm hearing. 10 of Cups. Someone may want to get in a same-sex relationship with you. Like, no. Page of Cups, you were like, yeah, see you later, pigs fly. You're gone. You took your offering back, you're like, see you later. And just because, you know, you took your cup back and walked off, you know, you start getting slated behind your back. Like, what? Make that make sense. So someone like loved you, but was backstabbing you at the same time. It just don't make sense, to be honest. These people don't make sense. The Magician, you could be a strong manifester. 8 of Wands, someone may want to travel towards you. The Lovers, someone loves you. Or someone was working with their lover. Okay? You know, again, I keep saying that we're forever evolving. Some people want to be stuck in that cycle. Some people don't want to change. Some people are afraid to walk away from things that they're comfortable with. And some people are not. Some people are like, no, I don't like this no more. I don't like this lifestyle. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm just, you know, going deeper into debt. Or, you know, you may look at yourself and say, oh, I'm not looking too great. Or finances weren't great. Or, you know, you weren't taking care of you. I mean, you could have been someone that always took care of your priorities. Some people do, some people don't. Some people are functioning addicts. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you may not even know someone's under the influence of something. But whatever. Anyway. Any more messages? Getting played. Yeah. Manipulation, lies and control. So yeah, someone thought they'll be a puppet master, or someone got played here. Okay, well they feel like they've been played. Red lipstick stains. So someone got caught cheating. Total drama. Oh gosh. Action. So someone could have been starting drama and recording it, or starting drama around you and trying to get evidence to say, oh look, I told you that drama, like, hey, something could have had a camera parked up somewhere hidden. Wow. These people, bro. I mean, someone's a bugaboo. Or someone kept bugging you, or maybe they bugged something, okay? They're caught, finding evidence, getting caught and cheating. Someone kicked someone to the curb. Like, you ain't shit. Get out of my house. Or maybe someone from the past wants to come back around and you're like, you can piss right off. that's what you can do, yeah? About you want to come back around. Yeah, someone thought they could keep you a secret. Like their dirty little secret. Look, expecting, new beginning. Maybe they got back with someone because they said, well, I was pregnant, and it could have been someone else's, and they feel like they were played. Or they you know, paid for a pregnancy test. I hope, like, they made the person do a test in front of them so they don't swap tests, you know what I mean? Because these karmics, man, I'm telling you. Well, watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip come in reverse. The situation's about to explode. Well, yeah, maybe it did once they found out the baby weren't theirs. Maybe they're, I don't know, or maybe the person's taking them to court. Maybe they kick them out, and maybe they're taking them to court for child support or something. I don't know. Knowing they effed up. Yeah. Shit's about to pop off, up in flames. So, yeah, something to do with a fire sign. Divorce. Yeah, someone's going for a divorce. Yeah, so they're having to pay for child support or betrayal, deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. Burning evidence. Oh, wow. Fulfilling a fantasy. So you had some fire sign here, knowing they effed up. They were fulfilling the fantasy. And they got played. Or whoever it was in the situation. Someone's in their feelings. Yeah. I told you, pregnancy test. Well, divine masculine. I hope while she was weeing on that stick that you was in the same room as her. Yeah. Because she may have had one that she'd given her friend to do. No, babe, it's negative. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Bye.